Bedrock is so cursed. You see, this video wasn't even what I originally planned on making. My original plan was to make a video on speedrunning my friend's Minecraft realm, but Bedrock is so utterly insane that I gave up on that because it was not even a speedrun anymore, as my time was almost over 9 hours. I have over 9 hours of footage from start to finish, which is most definitely not in any shape or form a speedrun. So without further ado, I'm proud to present to you the Bedrock experience. Without a doubt, I got a very lucky spawn. I hit up a desert temple, found a village for food and beds, killed the golem for iron, and found an extremely intact ruined portal, all in around 20 minutes. I then spent around only 15 to 20 minutes filling in the portal with lava and water casting. At this point, only about 45 minutes had elapsed and I was feeling very optimistic. At this point, I discovered pretty quickly that I was very weak without armor. But by this time, it was going to take long enough to go dig up iron to make a full set of gear, and I did not have that kind of time because I was still making pretty decent time. I just needed to thug it out for a little bit and I would be fine. And after a few deaths along the way, I found a nether fortress extremely close to my portal. Okay. Oh my god. Nether fortress? My luck. I was pretty confident that I had this in the bag. However, my troubles were only just starting. Guess what? I discovered something very valuable. I hate the Nether. No way! These skeletons have actual aimbot. I'm over here doing CSGO level movement text and still getting John F. Kennedy level shots from these skeletons. And of course, that's not it. Gas starts shooting a whole artillery barrage at me, and guess what that creates? Fire. And you know what fire does in the Nether? It never goes out. So I die, half of my stuff burns, then I go back to get my stuff, that gas has called 3 of its cronies over, and by the time I pick up my stuff, there's even more fire and I die again, and lose even more of my stuff. Now normally, losing stuff would be pretty bad, but not irrecoverable. But I was in the middle of the desert, with no wood, so instead of having to go around 1,000 blocks to get to trees, I decided to just try and make it to the fortress. After all, I know that good loot like iron and diamonds spawn in fortresses, so I can make gear and then go back for blaze rods pretty quickly. Easy peasy. Or not. Theoretically should be shorter, but I'm really fighting for my life here, so it's taking longer. I swear to God, I'm about to commit a hate crime. Oh my goodness.
Stop.
What? At this time, I kind of decided to cheat a little bit. Do you remember when I said this was a realm? Well, I decided to go borrow some materials from my friends. And with those, I went back into the Nether yet again. At this point, I had enough blaze powder. I could have stopped, but I didn't want to have to ever come back here because this was an absolutely hellish experience. So I decided to kill another blaze or two and get the rods I needed for a brewing stand. No way. I lost it. I lost it all. At this point, I just wanted to get the blaze powder I put in the chest and get out of the Nether. but this would prove to be a much more difficult feat than I could ever imagine. Finally, I moved into my friend's house after getting out of the Nether because he had a much better spawn for killing Endermen. And do you want to guess what occurred next? And this was the moment where I gave up, because if I'm gonna be real here, my original plan was not gonna happen, as it was taking way too long at this point. I honestly don't know what makes Bedrock so much more difficult, but it is without a doubt completely awful. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you go like and subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite part of the video was. And I will see you guys in the next video.